This is the way? Never go that way. If she had gone that way, she'd have gone straight to the castle. Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Xaereth Prevails, a Grand Arena story. We're in the final match of the season. I'm at the worst ranking that I've been all season, despite having secured my 6 wins. Can I get 7th? So here's the situation. My travails against Ka continue, guys. We're struggling a little bit here. Just the Ka and Ma, just 11 out of 12 at this season, I think. So, no respite. But looking at the mods and the relics, I actually have an advantage for once. This is crazy, guys. Though my 6 dot mod continues to be an issue, where I'm actually facing my friend Garrick. We used to be guildmates in a couple different guilds, and we know a lot of the same people, so it was going to be a fun match, but, I mean, it's always tense to face someone you already know. So, here's what I placed, folks. He didn't have Jawas, so, hey, look, I can place my Mon Mothma team. I placed the Bando Maul team. My 8-year-old calls it Ball, with Wat and everything, and 4 GLs, General Skywalker at the back, Iden, Versio, Darth Revan, so pretty decent defense, guys. My 380 speed, dash, etc. On his deployment, he put a Maul lead Darth Revan team on the bottom front. He also has a dash team, but it's not as fast as mine, so haha. And we also have Jedi training Rey that goes alongside Rey, and a Beskar team with Jango lead, because Quill gets really fast then. He also has Maul, which is kind of telegraphing that his Lord Vader, wherever Lord Vader is, on offense or defense, he doesn't have Maul, so that's good. But Maul and Wat is an issue, of course. Then they have their Mothra, Geos. Geos are totally different than Grievous. They both start with G, though. This message brought to you by the letter G. This episode, in fact. So we also there's a Jango, Scion of Jango lead with Fennec. I don't know, guys. Interesting teams. We've got to figure out some things. But before we jump into the fights, just want to remind you guys, if you want to support the channel for free, all we've got to do is help me mount the algorithm. Hit like, subscribe, comment. All of those things help us with the algorithm. I really appreciate you guys' support and for watching this channel all the time. Really appreciate you guys. Let's actually jump into the fighting as soon as we can do it. Here we are. So we're going to face this Maul team. Well, it's Darth Maul and Darth Revan, Nest. It's like double protected against troopers here, guys. Hold on just a sec. All right. Sorry, I thought that it was sped up too much, but apparently not. So here's the thing, guys. Grievous Nute beats this every time. It looks scary at first, but they just don't have the damage that Revan lead does. Remember, Darth Revan also has that death mark thing that if you're facing a Darth Revan lead with Grievous as the lead, then your Grievous dies pretty quick because you get death mark, or he can die pretty quick. And but there's not that anymore. There's nothing like that. They don't do as much damage. And Nest, so Darth Maul already makes them really fast, really dodgy, and it makes it so that this team is kind of trooper proof. But so does Nest, and so it's double trooper proof. I don't really approve of this team, frankly, guys. It's you can put Nest somewhere else as a detriment. As it is, Nest doesn't really deter General Grievous, and neither does Maul. Maul doesn't, Nest doesn't. I don't know who I said before, but we're trying to keep it so that poor old Magnagar doesn't get sucked dry by Malek. Dirty, but all right. We just, It's all over but the crying, really. I mean, that Malak's not going to live. He's not long for this life, folks. He's got healing immunity, and now he's got a special healing immunity. I've known people who have healing immunity. It's not pretty. So, we just trying to get good banners and stuff. I mean, it's already over. The thing about it is, I don't even know if this nest has high tenacity. It's not something I've checked, because it doesn't matter. We eventually just ramp up so much on our potency that we just apply all the debuffs anyways. So, I'm trying to actually bide my time a little bit here, guys. Well, I was, except the Mass Assist was just calling my name. I was trying to get Nute healed a little bit, get that extra banner, but 72 is fine. Okay, so we've got Rey, and we've got to take her out. And you guys have seen a couple times, so I've timed out against their Jedi Training Rey. Look at this, she's already gained so much evasion that I can't hit her. Even at the very start, I was trying to get a little preemptive damage in on her, and I can't. Just not really an option. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think one thing we can do with Starkiller is get him this force push, the flying object, some random tire, Omicron. I think that could work against Jedi Training Rey. I don't know if it's worthwhile, but I mean, this is an issue, right? Because if we're gonna time out against Jedi Training Rey, this isn't a good counter. Having to double shot or two hit their Rey. I mean, it's nice because we can get rid of Rey, of course, but I don't want to fail my attacks, and I'm kind of projecting what's going on here, what's going to happen here, guys. And all I'll say is I don't want that to happen. I'm not going to say whether or not it does in fact happen, but I'd prefer not to have to worry about that at all. So, okay, we've got our Star Destroyer available, but she's in her ult and everything. And remember, you want to hit Rey and get rid of all of her, whatever those are called, the inspiration. You want to get rid of all the inspiration that you can from her, so that, you know, that just means we do crits on her. And then eventually, I mean, we've already gotten her into damage immunity before her ult, so we can take care of her. And now, I think at some point this is all going to really super speed up, because I mean we got rid of the main thing here. And the funny thing is, old Ben actually does hit. Like, you can't evade. Okay, I'm trying to save the ultimate because it can't be evaded, and so I'm trying to get Jedi Training Rey to closer to dead, so that, you know, maybe we can just one-shot her. Well, you guys can watch for a minute. I gotta get a drink of water. I don't want to slow everything down by pausing it or whatever. But yeah, she's got so much mastery from the evasion. I almost wonder if there's some kind of bug going on with this, because this never used to happen even close. Like, she just immediately gained enough mastery to dodge every single thing. This never happened before that I've seen. Alright, look how close we are to taking her out, but she's got her damage immunity. So, she's just gonna dodge. Alright, now if we can just take her out. We've got 30 seconds left, folks. 30 seconds left. And will we time out? That's the question. Not sure. Actually, I am sure of one thing. That it might happen. Come on, guys. Just finish her off. Just take her out. How hard can it be to hit her? That's what OG Kylo said. He found out the hard way. The hard way, folks. No lulz. Just sads. Alright, we timed out. And let's use some rebels to take her out, because, hey, look at this. We can actually hit her now. Woo! Yay. Okay, so we regained a banner. That's good, I suppose. And we can be on our merry way. Alright, he's got this dash team, and I can't think of a reason we need Traya now, guys. So, the thing is, I thought maybe my opponent was going to have Starkiller in the back, and of course we usually use Grievous to take out Starkiller. So, of course we, normally we save Grievous, but I decided if we can just save all of our Galactic Legends, if we can clear this without using a Galactic Legend, then we'll have 2 Galactic Legends for the back, and, you know, we can maybe Zerg 1 down if we need to, if we put 3 down, which, looking at his history, that really didn't happen that much. One thing I should also point out, guys, it wasn't in the advanced scouting report, but he only has 1 Omicron for GAC. He's very territory war centric, so you know, this isn't a dash Omicron team. He's got Iden Versio as the only Omicron for GAC, and so we can take liberties with who we target first and take out first, and that's what we've kind of done in this match. And then, of course, we're just going to spend a lot of time trying to get our banners back from Scion. And, I mean, you guys see this every time from me. And sometimes you need those banners, sometimes you don't. The main thing to keep in mind, though, folks, is sometimes if you lose by 1, if you draw, if your opponent gets the tiebreaker, how do you feel? How does that feel? I've had that happen before where I needed that 1 extra banner from Scion, actually, and I actually won the match because of that, which was funny because the whole chat was like, dude, you're wasting your time, don't do it, and then I did it. Okay, so this was a little bit tricky because we're using Moff Gideon here just because we can get rid of all of their turn meter. It was otherwise pretty close, in fact, because they're so fast because of Jango lead. But we need to get rid of this taunt from IG, which we just did. And now we just wait for that Veer's AoE with the mass assist, and we take him out. Now it's all over but the Cryon. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Just punch them in the head with Dark Trooper, and then punch the next one in the head with Dark Trooper, and, I mean, they're not going to get a turn. You guys have seen this before. You just have to be careful not to trigger that poop stance too early on Bam. Like, you don't want to trigger his bonus turn. That's the thing that's the scariest. So we got through that zone. We did fail once, so that's scary. He has Sith Eternal in the back, and there's an issue here that I didn't realize until much later. So, okay, let's take out this Starkiller team. My bounty hunters actually are faster than his Mara Jade, which isn't that common. His Mara Jade just wasn't modded to be super fast, and I've made my bounty hunters fast. So you notice that we took out Mara Jade first, which seems a little counterintuitive because we can just take out Starkiller if we really wanted to. And you know, he wouldn't revive or anything, but the problem is eventually, so right now we have all the turn meter, but that's not going to remain. That's not always going to be the case. They're going to start getting some turns at some point, maybe. So I'm getting a lot of turn meter, dang. So you know, they start getting some turns, especially if Mara Jade is there, and if she takes a turn, the bounty hunters just stop taking turns at all. They just get obliterated. And so you take out Mara Jade, and then you can take out Starkiller at your leisure. 65 banners. That's the key, though. It's counterintuitive, but you do 65 banners, and you call it a day. You don't look away. So, all right, we could have used Qui-Gon Jinn here. That would have been my counter if I had needed to. But we have a Galactic Legend available. Why not just use Jedi Master Luke? And you can see how fast these guys are going. This is such a cool hack. Like, we haven't taken a turn yet. Look at how many turns they've taken. How close they've gone to taking out my Jedi Master Luke. But I mean, it's Jedi Master Luke at Relic 9. He's not gonna die. He's no pushover. So I'm just trying to regain banners. That's why I changed stances. Okay, look at this bug, guys. This game is so buggy right now. It's frustrating. And we can't target Maul. Even though he's got Shatterpoint, we're supposed to be allowed to target them outside of taunt, and we just can't. Not allowed to. So I'm just clicking futilely here. But the show must go on, and frankly, I mean, we've got them right where we want them. There's not really a huge issue here. We want to take out armor if we can. Like, who do we target here? That's the real question. I guess armor's probably the best option here. So I guess we can call Jedi Master Luke here so that he can hit back and do more damage and stuff. Eventually we need to take out Maul, but we don't even have our ultimate yet. I maybe should have just done the AoE days from Kiedi Monday. It's pretty fun doing that, guys. You should try it sometime. Putting AoE days on him. It's like putting a jihad on them. If you guys have seen Team America, you know what I mean. So, just trying to heal just a little bit with Hoda. Alright, 63 banners. Not too bad. We've got Bad Batch. Have you ever wondered what happens when you use Bad Batch against Geos? This is what happens, guys. Kind of. This is one thing that can happen. My Bad Batch is significantly faster than theirs, and so we get that true damage going, and I mean, the whole team just disintegrates. It's pretty disgusting and awesome. Alright, he's got a lower relic Mon Mothma team. I mean, they're all like Relic 5 or something, but I have Commander Luke available, so why not just use him? I've never done this counter before, but you can see we're just trying to reduce turn meter, and we got a 3 for there. That's pretty fancy. It wouldn't have been nearly as smooth with a really high relic team, but okay, he's got Iden Versio, and they're all Relic 5 or something like that. Nothing too crazy. So Wampa is definitely available here, and so nice that we got a kill before she put up that revive buff. Remember, this is an Omicron Iden. All the other teams are non-Omicron, but this one is, and I don't know, look at how close Wampa is to death right there. I mean, it's not like real close, but even at just Relic 5, guys, the Iden team can really mess with the Wampa. This is Relic 8 Wampa with 167 tenacity, something like that. So, anyways, you know, we're just pummeling them. You guys know how it works with Wampa. One of my favorite new Omicrons, guys. I don't know that it's the best Omicron out there, honestly, especially at endgame, but it's been a lot of fun. And look at that, they died sequentially of sadness. Super fun. All right, so here's the thing about this match, guys. We gotta pause for a sec. I thought that this whole time I thought I had Wat, and as you guys saw on my defenses, I thought that I placed Wat on defense. So that's my bad. I've totally miscalculated though. And so I've gone through and cleared everything. I've used all my good teams except for Sith Eternal, because I'm like, oh yeah, we'll just use Sith Eternal Wat. We'll get 64, 65 banners, easy. But then I realized I didn't have Wat because he was on defense. And so we have to kind of figure this out, because one of the huge issues that a lot of people have with Sith Eternal trying to do the mirror is they take a full, really strong Sith team to try to mirror the opponent's Sith team, and the key really to making it really simple is making it so that he can't link. And when he can't link, he can't get his ultimate. You get your ultimate, and you eventually link away his protection, and you can just take him out. But there's issues with making sure that happens if you don't have some kind of health regeneration. And so we have Armorer here, and Armorer's not going to die super easy, but she can get ability blocked by either Dooku or Talon doing a basic. So we need... so what we're going to do, we took 2 lower level tanks. The Ninth Sister's only gear 11, Gamorrean Guard's only gear 12, and the idea is they're dark side tanks, so when we do the link, then Sith Eternal forces that taunt on them, and then hopefully they do enough damage to my tanks that once Armor gets a turn, she gets a 3rd stack of Beskar ingot, which she did not. So now I'm debating, what should I do? Should I risk it? I mean, we only have Gamorrean Guard left. He's probably not going to die here, but maybe they just dispel him somehow and are able to get ability block on Armor. We need that 2nd stack of Beskar, guys. 2 stacks is enough for a Sith Eternal, usually. Like, there's not a great reason to go for the 3rd on him. Like, it's nice to have counters. It's nice to have him do... There are good-ish reasons to want to have it, but at the end of the day, this team isn't going to win because it crits me. It's going to win because it gets the healing immunity, and there are issues involving that. So we want to take a Sidious here. I specifically did not link him because I wanted to keep their Sith Eternal linked. Look at their Sith Eternal's protection, guys. Well, now it's gone, but we've been able to link that away entirely, so that we can, we get the protection, and in return, he doesn't get protection, so he can't heal. Once he doesn't have his ult, he can't use his ability to heal his protection because he has 0. So, all right, they got done. They got over their phase of ability blocking me, and now we can just hit auto, I believe. I think that's what I did at some point. Because, frankly, the AI can play this just as well as I can at this point. So, I think I got a drink of water, is what I did. Maybe I took a bite of my popsicle, I'm not sure. One way or another, though. You can see he doesn't have his ultimate. The reason I didn't choose good tanks, we dropped 9 banners, damn it all, but the reason I didn't choose good tanks there is just because I wanted them to die as early as possible so they didn't get the link. Alright, we still have our Jedi Revan team, or at least a semblance of it, so may as well try to tackle this bounty hunter team. You can see Fennec has bounty hunter's resolve and everything, so alright, we got to take out Fennec here, and I think this is a little bit smooth. Well, so I hand the turn to Basti, who's about to take a turn anyways, and then she calls the assist to Grandmaster Yoda, who kills Fennec, and then we could mark Fennec and take her out with Revan. So that we made that work before Fennec got a turn and like one-shot one of our Jedi, and I mean, this is pretty severe overkill, frankly. We probably could have done it undersized, but what's a man to do? 65 banners. Good enough. Hard to complain about that. And now we have to face the struggle that is ships. Let's see. Alright, he didn't put the new Empire build down, so that's good. That's a point in our favor. And once again, we're speeding up ships because I'm sick of them, guys. There's this bug right now where when your original vulture dies, the replacement vulture does not actually assist at any point. So once they kill my original vulture, I won't have any assists from any of my summoned ones, and that's a huge issue, guys. It makes this fleet extremely way less versatile. We also got bad RNG there with Spy. Couldn't mark the right ship. But we don't have Breach, so we get the whatever it's called out, and the Ebon Hawk. But alright, Ebon Hawk's gone. He didn't want to be there, and probably should have done the mass assist with Spy there. Spy's gonna die anyways. Yeah, I see. And we're not killing anything, guys. Like Razor Crest, I tried to focus it down, but alright, here's something pretty dumb. I could have done I didn't have to do the AoE, but Slave 1 still had Retribution and killed me. So, I don't know that my basic would have killed Razor Crest anyways, but didn't really give myself the best chance. Okay, so now we've got Raddus here, and they've already killed Poe because they had started with the mass assist, and I was hoping that their mass assist would go on my Star Fortress, but apparently it didn't. And Star Fortress is gone now, just like it did in the movies. We got Falcon, and things aren't looking great, frankly. I wanted to kill their ship, but like they're taking all their turns, and gosh, Falcon hasn't even gotten a turn. Okay, do the AoE. Look at that though, one-shot Xanadu Blood and IG 2000 like a boss. That's why because of the damage. I think the damage is related to how many stacks the Falcon has, and so when it comes in from reserve, you get those 3 stacks, and you do the little wiggle at the start, and when it comes in, and it's able to get up to 6 stacks, so the AoE is actually much more awesome. So Executor does what Raddus wanted to do to it, but we did get 2 kills. So let's move on to the Negotiator, and you guys can see how not to do this. Okay, the start is pretty good though. So we got Anakin down to the 40% health window, so we can actually focus down Ahsoka, and we actually did manage to do that. So that was a good move on my end, in my opinion. Now we're trying to just like ever get a Falcon assist. That's the one main complaint I have about the Rebel fleet, guys, is you don't get the Falcon to assist sometimes. It's supremely frustrating. And yeah, could you please just assist, mister? Okay, we killed their clone sergeant. Great. Now we can't quite kill their Anakin. Didn't want to do the wiggle there because of that AoE that just happened, so there is that, at least. Okay, dispel that thing, and man, he's the only ship around. He's got red on health, and Plo comes in. So, dirty. It's just dirty, guys. I think I played this poorly. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think I could have done better in the comments. Be respectful, of course. Or I'll just ignore you. And maybe delete you. It's like that Weird Al song. If I ever meet you, I'll delete you. It's all about the pendiums, baby. So, I don't know, guys. I've done this counter a lot of times. Usually I can get pretty good banners, but every once in a while it just seems like the RNG stuff bites me. And the ironic thing is we started off with such great RNG. I didn't think that it was going to really mess with us. But finally, Falcon Assist. We get a 65, and we can pretend like it was a squad zone thing and move on. So we've got Finalizer here, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around this new tank, guys. He's 7 stars, and I feel like I'm just not playing him well enough. I need to watch some videos. I will do that soon. Now that the off season's is upon us, that's gonna be a thing for me. But right now, I'm definitely not playing it to the best of my full extent, best of my abilities. But well, to the best of my abilities, sure, but it has a lot more potential, I guess, is all I'm trying to say, guys. So, I don't know, they only have 3 ships, and we can maybe, hopefully, overwhelm them. Remember, we put Hunter's Mark, or the Hunter's thing, onto Houndstooth, just to keep it from gaining bonus turn meter, which Hux is a really good ship for control, actually. The Finalizer fleet, I think that's eventually what we're going to be using, actually. This fleet is going to be countering Executor from start to finish, just being able to one-shot Executor. So, or at least that's the theory. We'll see if that actually pans out. But it does have some good control with all of the turn meter boosts, with all of the stuns. You can do all sorts of cool stuff. You can heal and stuff from the Special Forces TIE Fighter, I've heard. And yeah, you ramp up damage, you do some cool stuff, so stay tuned for that. Alright, we cleared ships. How close did we get to 1600? Let's find out. Not too bad. Whoa. Alright, guys, sorry for the abrupt finish here. That's what he said, gosh. But my opponent, Garrick, did not actually even finish attacking. I don't know what he had left, actually. I'm not sure. Not sure at all what he had left, but he did. So he cleared my front zone with 0 fails. He did that before the stream, so I appreciate that. Or no, he cleared 2 ships. Or he cleared two squads. Not the whole thing, but so I couldn't show everyone my squads in the back, which is fine. But he underestimated my dash team and took 4 teams to get through it. And he later told me that he used General Skywalker on my Mon Mothma team down south, which was exactly why I wanted her in that front zone, to maybe draw a really overkill team like that. My 2 fleets, so here's the thing, he failed on the dash team, and then in the back, and I trust him, I believe him, he attacked my Executor, and his phone ran out of batteries, and he didn't get credit for any of the kills, including the 2 that he would have gotten for me only having 2 reinforcements. So he didn't get anything for that, he just failed on it. And then he said he just tried science. He tried to take his own Chimera fleet to see who could get the mini ultimate first, or the ship's ultimate first, and apparently mine did. So he did that for science, and then he just left the rest of me alone. You guys can see, killed my Jedi Master Kenobi, and then he left these other 2 squads here. He said he didn't anticipate me putting General Skywalker in the back. He thought I had 2 GLs, but not General Skywalker. So, and he had already used Commander Luke up top, etc. It was just kind of a mess for him. So, guys, I am wiped out. This has been a very long, stressful week, and I'm glad that I was able to get a win, but I am so tired. I'm trying to do stuff in real life, and so hopefully we get some good content out during the off-season. But if you guys, if I skip a day or 2 or just put alt videos out, please forgive me for that. Daily content is harder to do than it looks, and it probably looks a little bit difficult. So Ships, guys, we have 3 ships coming up, and I don't know what to do. We gotta shift our approach to ships for sure. I got to see how well the Finalizer does in that counter, just to see if we can actually make it work or not. If we can make it work, then awesome. People are saying that you can do it with a 5-star on that new tank, and I don't know. We'll have to see. The guys I face all have Relic 9 on their Piet though, so that and like Relic 8 on all of their pilots, so that'll be telling, I suppose. So at the end of the day, guys, this season I had my worst season ever in terms of record. I went 7-5, and I actually ended up in a worse position than where I started. I don't know exactly where I'm at, but I'm above top 200. Like, I'm outside of the top 200 right now, and even though I had a winning record. So that's not a complaint, it's just interesting. Like, you have to go 8-4 if you want to even maintain where you're at, I think, which is interesting. Like, you just slide somehow. They designed it so that you can just get ousted, I guess. But hopefully we'll be in a position to make some noise next season. I'm slowly getting the hang of this stuff, guys, and 7-5 doesn't seem like a great record, but given the rosters that I'm facing and the challenges that I'm facing, I'm pretty proud of it, actually, folks. This has been a good season, and I think there's a couple that I could have maybe squeaked a couple wins out of where their RNG actually helped them, which isn't me making excuses. Maybe I got lucky on some of mine as well. And in fact, I'm sure I have in the past, at least. So, anyways, I'm just rambling, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. It's been a good season. I'm wiped out. Hopefully next season we can gain some more momentum. I have some really cool team comps that I want to be trying and showcasing for you guys, and we're going to be messing with people. Hopefully we climb into that top 100. We've been in the top 300 this whole season, just kind of swimming around. Hopefully we can tighten that shot group. Maybe we go 8-4 next season or something. Who knows? Just make progress and keep prevailing, folks. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember that in all things, Xaereth prevails.